Yeah, take my money. Take my money. All right, let me keep moving. I don't want to keep y'all too long in this. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Zach Barnes here, Saucy Sounds, and today we're going to talk about Komplete 15. So a few days ago, I saw that it was announced. I was like, man, I got to hop on here and talk about it. So I'm actually going to, right now, in the flesh, go ahead and dive into it. We're going to go to the website, see what's inside, see what kind of new stuff they added, and if it's something that should be on your radar or if you should pass. And for those of you who don't know, I've been rocking Native Instruments gear since 2014, so about a decade now. I hopped in back when they had the Machine 2, Mark II, it just came out. And I love their products. I love their beat machine. I love everything they're doing. I love how they have given us a lot of great creative tools at our disposal to create amazing stuff, especially with the addition of their orchestra stuff and the Komplete collection, I think 13 in the collector's edition. So I got into the Ultimate bundle way back then, 10 years ago, because I figured, you know what? Let me bite the bullet now. Spent 1,100 bucks. Got the Ultimate, I think it was 7 or 8 at the time, maybe Komplete Ultimate 9. And then I just been on the update path since then, you know, and I usually would wait for the Summer of Sound because you know it's coming. I'd update for like 250 bucks. It's a no-brainer. And even if I didn't wait for the sale, it's still only $500. And I would usually upgrade every 2 because that would make it worth it. So I'm on 14 and I was on 12 before that. So I don't know if I'll hop into 15, but we're gonna find that out right now. So enough talking, let's hop into this. So we got Komplete 15. Let's go ahead and take a look at what they got going on here. What's coming in the collector's edition, right? Like, might as well see what the Big Bang has in store. What's the big one? Let's see here. So price has gone up substantially. So it used to be $1,100. Now you got to pay $1,800 to get in the game. I think it's worth it because the orchestra, like, I don't know, well, if you're into film scoring, right? Because I'll do orchestration. This comes with a lot of that. So to me, it's worth it because you really wouldn't need anything else to get, like, you could just get this and be fine for a long time. It's got synths, obviously everything you need. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. From versatile synths and sampled instruments, blah, blah, blah. Pre-order your bundle before September 13th. You receive Isotopes Neuron 4 professional mix week. Okay, that's cool. So Contact 8, we got Contact 8 coming out. I feel like that was fast. Maybe I'm late, but Contact 7 was only out for like 1 or 2 years maybe. So they've been updating that quickly. Fresh additions designed to inspire, new chords, phrases, tools offer smart features to quickly spark ideas. Okay. Leap opens a world of looping and experimentation. That'll be interesting. A new hybrid instrument using enhanced wavetable features. Okay, so I mean, Contact has been such a staple in the industry for such a long time. I think at this point, Native Instruments is just having fun exploring and being creative. Because at the end of the day, you know, everyone has done the Rompler thing and they've done it really well. So I love piano libraries. I love, you know, live instrument libraries, but at the end of the day, we have that like ad nauseum. So I do give kudos for Native Instruments for always pushing the barrier and giving us different stuff. Even if you don't like it, I just respect the fact that they're trying to do something different. So, I mean, between like Scarby Vintage Keys, Keyscape, the Altera keys I just reviewed, Lounge Lizard. There's another one that I'm going to be reviewing soon. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll be reviewing that soon. Then of course you got like the Garriton CFX. You also have Keyscape for the grand piano. You got Noir, Felt. What's the upright one that was the Giant? So it's like we have a plethora of real instruments from a different perspective. So it's nice to see them just trying to come up with different stuff. Massive X. So Massive X has been out. But I've enjoyed that one. It is different, and I do like Massive X versus the old one. And I've done a couple of songs that recently, actually just kind of diving more into it. Guitar Rig 7 Pro. Now, I actually need to do a fair squeeze at this because I've always been like a Fractal guy or more into like the hardware modelers. I also like Neural DSP. I have them as well. But I've never actually given Guitar Rig like a fair shot. And I heard that, I guess, with Rig 6, they started to get better. So I'm going to actually give 7 a shot and actually do like a comparison between that and maybe like the Head Rush and the Neural DSP and stuff like that. But that'll be on my other channel, my new Saucy Guitar channel. So if you're a guitar player, I went ahead and made a dedicated guitar channel called Saucy Guitar. That's coming soon. So never even announced that yet. So it's a sneak peek for y'all who are tuning into the video. Okay, Isotope 11 standard. That's cool. I have Isotope. I like it. I think it's very helpful. I've always liked Isotope products. I've been using their products since I think Isotope 7, like way back in like 2007, 2008, 2000. No, I've been using their products for probably 20 years now, because I started producing back when I was a teenager. So, geez, I can't believe that's long. It must have been like Isotope 4 or 5. Like, I've been rocking with Isotope for a minute. Okay, what we all came here for. What's new in Komplete 15 Kithara? A cinematic collection of guitars and plucked string instruments transform creative. Okay. I actually really love cinematic tools. There's a song that I released called Blossom, and I used a lot of these Native Instrument cinematic tools to create the soundscapes. I love soundscapes and textures. I think they're underrated. We use stories through sound with an immersive cinematic ensemble library for scoring and production. Soft and evolving trombone, flute, horn. Okay, that'll be interesting. I think horns are a very underrated sound bed. Orchestrators know this, but outside of that, I think they're a very underrated tool. Vocal colors, an expressive vocal engine that infuses the emotion of the human voice. Inventive. Okay. This is some good stuff. Acoustic sunburst, Alicia's electric keys, upright bass. So I know some of these that came out standalone, but it's nice to kind of see them in here. Let's see here. Discover the new Komplete Select coming soon. Designed to inspire, trusted by pros. Now, I have not messed with their hardware. I think one of these days I can see myself getting another Komplete control. It's tough for me because I love sitting here at my desk setup and having just one keyboard here, but I think I might wind up adding another keyboard here, and I could totally see that being like maybe like a 61 key control, like a control 61, just to have here to lay down synths and pads and easily browse through. I could see that happening. Also, just to be portable, so if I go somewhere and travel, I can bring that and be able to make some dope tracks from afar. Let's see here. Compare bundles. Let me open up a new tab for that. Another thing too, and this is just a random thing, but I love Komplete's UIs. Their user interfaces are so beautiful. Like, I'm ready to buy this just because they look cool. Which is so bad. You shouldn't be that way. You should buy it because of how it sounds and the music you can create. But I'm guilty. I'm a sucker for a nice UI, and these ones are amazing. Especially Fables. This is like some Zelda. Like, that just looks great. Holy cow. Let's take a listen to some of these. Hold on, my computer audio is not. Here we go. All right, let's try this again. That's nice. I love stuff like this. Absolutely love it. So I'm a huge fan of orchestration. I love stuff like this. This is inspiring for me. So I'm a big fan of sound beds, like I already told you. So this is stuff I'm interested in. I also think it's underrated for hip hop and R&B, and that's what I'm saying. I relaunched that. I released that track Blossom, and I've got this stuff in there, and it sounds so good, especially in the intro. So don't be afraid to push barriers. Take this stuff and use it in genres that typically you wouldn't find it in. I think that's the best way to do it. What's Val's Pro got going on here? I just don't want to go through the walkthrough. Let's just hear a couple of samples. That's fire. Tell me you don't hear like anime, it's raining. It's like Cowboy Bebop. Julia. Cowboy Bebop, Julia vibes. All day. All day. Yeah, take my money. Take my money. All right, let me keep moving. I don't want to keep y'all too long at this. That's fire. Man, this just makes me want to make something now. Okay, gotta say I'm not a big fan of these demos. I don't like how they used it, but maybe there's something in there. But I also have no fear because I always make stuff sound good just because I have confidence in my own skills. So I'm like, you know, a lot of times, sometimes presets don't hit, and then you can just make your own thing out of it. Dark and destructive pulses meet lush melodic. Wow, okay. This looks interesting. I love pulses. They do such a great job of establishing rhythm. Okay, let's see here. What's Schema Dark? I know some of these have been out already, but like I said, I like to kind of wait for every other one, so I haven't really been paying too much attention to these, so it's nice to get the fresh. Diabolical. Okay, some good orchestral stuff. Action woodwinds. What we got going on here? Who's the library they teamed up with on this one? I always like to see who they teamed up with. I know they've done stuff with Last for the strings. It looks like they got Sun Score for here. So I really enjoy East West Hollywood Orchestra Opus Edition, but I also like some of the native instrument stuff. So it's nice to see them continue to add. Again, for the money, you just can't beat this. I mean, $1,800 and you just get everything. Synths, keyboards, electric keyboards, percussion, world instruments, drums, percussive drums you can hook up to MIDI controller. Like it's just the best bundle out there. I'm sorry, it just is. Holy cow. And no, I'm not sponsored by them. I've just been using their stuff organically for the last 10 years, so at me. So some people complain about this and say, oh, it's fake. Before I learned how to play guitar, I was so appreciative of this because I'd want to write songs with guitar, but I couldn't play. And that was just all I had available as a tool to use. And so I really appreciate those instruments. So if it's not for you, it's not for you. But I think it's cool that they're making it accessible. And as you can see, I learned how to play guitar. And so now I don't necessarily need it as much anymore, but it's still really good, especially it speeds up workflow. And if it just sounds right, I just throw it in there and make it fit, you know, and I layer up my other guitars. But I definitely like they were really cool for coming out with those sample-based instruments that could play real time like that. I haven't really seen another company do it as well the way they do it. So kudos to them for being the pioneer in that one. So I'm a big fan of percussion. I think they're underutilized for some genres, and I think they're really important, especially for adding that extra dimension to your drum section. So if you're not into percussion, you need to get into percussion. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I think we have an idea now, but again, I think if you're in the Komplete system, hop in, get the Ultimate Collector's Edition if you are a full-time producer, okay? I make money doing music, so this is not like a hobby for me, so that's why it's a worthwhile investment. But if it's just a hobby for you, then for sure start off with standard and then see how that goes. And if you find yourself using a lot of stuff and want more, then upgrade. But if you're a serious like musician, producer, more so producer, because you know, if you're a musician and you're locked into your one instrument, then it doesn't make too much sense. But if you're like a serious producer or orchestrator, I highly recommend hopping into the Komplete system. You won't regret it. I haven't regretted it. So, and then you can just wait for the summer sound every summer and get an update for $250. It's an absolute steal. Like really, I almost feel guilty for getting such good quality at such a low price. Gosh, look at this, man. At this point, I think they're so far ahead of the game that no one's ever going to catch up. There just is no bundle like this that can compete. Anyways, so I ran my mouth enough about this. I just wanted to go ahead and walk through with you guys because this is my first time researching the product. I got the email a couple of days ago and just didn't have time to make a video, but I want to start making more videos like this. It's kind of a little more candid, just me geeking out over music gear, just like y'all. So I'm pretty excited. And I'm actually going to be doing a lot of reviews and kind of demos of my current workflow with Native Instruments. So anyways, if you have any questions or comments about the gear that I use and how I use it, drop it below. I'll be more than happy to make some videos on just like what stuff I use. And as always, stay saucy. I'll catch you guys in the next one.